Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls winning their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Anthony Davis. Steph Curry's out there with Durant. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's James in at the 3 slot.
Patty Mills last season had his best season ever. Really remade his body in the offseason, adding muscle, cutting down on his body fat. Already one of the quickest players in the league. He got even quicker.
On defense, the Magic. It's a 3-point game. Gasol is doubled. Stevenson drives in. Tries again. Tries yet again. And Gasol with the lay-in.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now here's Durant. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Raptors.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Barnes.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
Durant, no good.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
The Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Mills passes to Stevenson. Barnes kicks to Gasol. The jump hook, that one goes. Count. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. The kick out to LeBron. Second chance shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 6 points.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 6 points for Marc Gasol. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. It's Curry outside. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now, here's Stevenson. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Let's take a look at the story on Lance Stevenson. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 14 a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes finding points a lot easier.
Well, Steve, you know, things can get stagnant without offense coming off the bench, and he always can supply some shooting.
Now here's Johnson. Barnes screen on Jefferson. Clock at 6. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Gasol.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Orlando, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
The feed to Barnes. Here's Mills, guarded by Kerr. Here's Gasol, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
A lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first 2 games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Johnson. Dunleavy comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Exum in for Patty Mills. Now here's Henson. Talking about that win against the Timberwolves, he was definitely a major factor as well.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like they might have been worn down. And I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Tom Thibodeau.
Kevin, when I asked him about their game plan on the defensive end, he said they were looking to clog things up in the middle of the floor and not allow any clear looks at the basket from inside the paint. He feels if they can accomplish that, they'll have the upper hand on defense. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And so here is Chicago. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Gasol. Another one falls for Chicago.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Bazemore dishes to Cannon. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Bulls trail by 4. Stevenson outside. Back to Gasol. That drops. Gasol's got 12 in the game.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Here's Canaan. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Gasol. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you go back and you look at the numbers from last season, he knocked down about 77% of his free throws.
And the second free throw, good. Seven seconds left to play in the first. Jacks up a 3, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Magic lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second.
On tap next Monday, November 10th. Tony.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, kind of flow offensively. I like what I see.
They've got Marc Gasol. Dunleavy is out there with John Henson. Then it's Pablo Prigioni. And it's Exum in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face. Well, the Argentinian, Pablo Prigioni, now 37 years of age, but I really like the way he competes defensively. Also a very good rebounder for a point guard.
Here's Durant, and that one is stuffed right through.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Bulls trail by 3. And Prigioni kicks to Gasol. Here's Henson. And he lays it straight in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And Prigioni, Clark, very selective with his shot, but he's got deep range.
Yes, he does. And, Kevin, I think he could be even more aggressive looking. He's got to be a little more shot hungry. I mean, he's over 40% from long range last season.
He feeds it to Dunley. Pass to Prigioni. Kicks it to Exum. The three. And that one's good. Exum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
James, the pass to Durant. Back to LeBron. Curry, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 12 points for Steph Curry.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Durant kicks to Curry. That's good. Now it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now the dish to Dunleavy. Right side Gasol. Dunleavy the pass to Prigioni. Over to the left wing. Exum with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Exum. And it's Mills in for Pablo Prigioni. Johnson sets the screen for Stevenson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And good on the basket. Book it. And it's 6 points now for Henson.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Last year, the Magic clearly were in for a long season, no doubt about it. But I applaud the organization because it seems to me that they've got the right approach here by staying patient and not trying to rush into a quick fix.
Orlando leading by 6. Bazemore dishes to Cannon. Misses the 3. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player, Clark, ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Durant, the 10-footer, finds the target. Durant's got 9.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Stevenson kicks to Barnes. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Stevenson outside. Johnson sets the screen for Stevenson. The tray, and that one's good. Stevenson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls.
It was a slow start for him. He started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's LeBron. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. James has got 13.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Mills. Stevenson with a clean look. Here's Johnson. LeBron with the block. Durant in the corner. It's Davis with the drive. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. Well, it wasn't like Anthony Davis had a bad rookie season. He was injured for a bit and slowed down his development, certainly. But Steve, last year he showed just why he was taken first overall.
Oh, man, he was a dominant force. He quickly developed into what he looked like back in college when he was just a force at both ends of the floor. There's no telling how good Davis can be. I think within 2 or 3 years, he's going to be an MVP candidate.
Here's Henson. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And it's 8 points now for Henson.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Durant for 3. The shot misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And as you'd expect, they pretty much handled this team a year ago.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes with it. Jefferson picks him up. Nobody near Stevenson. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Magic. They're up by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by.
Kevin, I've got Coach Tom.
The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Barnes got on the floor. Anthony Davis is out there with Jefferson. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Durant. And it's Curry in at point guard. For Chicago, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Outside for Durant. Lets it go with a 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you. And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago, Steve, helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time. And when you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Stevenson outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Passes to James. Rejected by Johnson. Barnes against Curry. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Barnes.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Durant with it. Guarded now by Barnes. James wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Up top, Stevenson. Defended by Durant. Johnson with a screen on Durant. And it's Stevenson missing.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Jefferson passing to Curry. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively. Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Feeds to Durant. Three-pointer. Gasol with the rebound.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off. You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Orlando leading by 7. LeBron outside. That drops. James has got 21.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
For Chicago, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
Magic's offensive struggles last year were numerous, but a big part of it was that they just didn't get to the line often enough.
Here's Johnson again, Chicago.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Outside Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And for the Magic not getting to the foul line, that's a two-headed coin, if you will. One side of it is not attacking the basket, but the other side of it is lacking the experience and craftiness to draw fouls.
Durant kicks to James, and stolen by Barnes. Here's Stevenson. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Curry attacking.
And a moment here now to look at some of the stats for Anthony Davis. Terrific year last season for him. Last year averaged 21 points a game, 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. What a defensive presence he brings to the table. There's a one-man wall around the basket.
You know, it's such a relief for a team to have that kind of low-post defense to depend on. The last line of defense, if you will. He's a game changer strictly through his work at the defensive end.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Johnson. Dunleavy comes in for Barnes. Exum, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patty Mills.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity.
No one covering. And that's 23 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
It just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Jefferson, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Magic lead by 6. Chicago has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Prigioni dishes to Gasol. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got it up. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go in.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Patrick Mills.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
Pablo Prigioni is out there with Exum. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's John Henson. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Outside Curry. Dishes it to LeBron. No good with the triple. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Prigioni. There's the pass to Henson. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Curry. Up and in on the layup. Curry's got 25 points in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Orlando.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Magic leading by 7. It's Davis with the drive. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Knocked away. Curry with the steal. Here's Durant. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, Kevin Durant, last season's MVP, but LeBron James has won 4 in the last 6 seasons. He's one of only 5 players to ever win that many, and you can bet he'd love to win a few more.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Amir Johnson's checked in for Henson. Harrison Barnes comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Stevenson's checked in for Exum. And it's Mills in for Pablo Prigioni. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 21 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
And you remember LeBron James came within 1 vote, Clark, 1 vote of being the league's first ever unanimous MVP back in 2013.
Yeah, he got 120 out of 121 votes. And you know the question was, who did not vote for him? That's a conversation for another time. One sports writer did choose Carmelo Anthony. He said he didn't expect to be the only one. Now he lives in him.
The writer does.
That's exactly right.
Good.
Well, a breakthrough season for Lance Stephenson, the former second-round pick out of Cincinnati. He was an all-star candidate. Did not make it, but was really close. Improved in just about every category as well.
Barnes sets a screen for Gasol. Mills passes to Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Stephenson drives in. Nobody near Barnes. Another shot. Johnson can't hit. Magic leading by 10. LeBron James on the wing. Gasol with the steal. And Mills kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Curry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Lance Stevenson was one of the most improved players in the league last year. Certainly worthy of all-star consideration. He upped his rate of scoring, assists, rebounding. He was fantastic as a rebounding guard. At 6'5", 230 pounds, he knows how to use that frame to get to the glass. He's gotten to the line much more recently, shooting a better percentage from the field. He clearly is one of the up-and-coming players in the league.
The Magic have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Durant for 3. That's good. Durant's got 27.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Bulls trail by 13. And for Stevenson, you look at his career numbers, Steve, he's dramatically improved his field goal and three-point percentages pretty much every season.
Yeah, he just has a great love for the game, Kevin, a flair for the dramatic on the court, but most importantly, the dedication to strive for greatness.
LeBron dishes to Curry. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson. Good ball movement here by the Magic. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 11. Here's Johnson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. James, the pass to Durant. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. A statement victory for the Magic.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
This is really going to be a good win. They've proven they know how to attack this team, and I think it's important to establish that against a conference opponent.
I agree, because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to see them that often.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Kevin Durant. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected energy into every play that was made out there.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Prigioni kicks to Dunleavy. Another shot. The shot's good from Henson.
Really alert play on the glass to get some second chance points. He's having one of those games we've become very accustomed to scoring.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
They get the rebound. Here's Koufos. And another shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And he is unable to get the second one. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home.
listening to the sounds of Miss Demeanor.
Turn everything up tonight. All levels. All levels. Shake it right now. What? Is that a 2-track?
Missy be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface, so shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, she, yeah. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Every time I spit, I blow 1 or 2 speakers. Top model diva, but my name not Eva. Yeah, I bring fever, rocking classic Adidas. I'm straight off the heater, ripping needles off the meter. Here I go, flip my flow. Back it up, then I drop it low. It's a must, cause I'm dangerous. I be a hustle on the bus, to call me. I talk, did a stutter. 2005 MCs in trouble. The run for cover, hide under your covers, cause you gon' need more protection than them. Missy finna spit just simply wrong. Misdemeanor always make MCs feel small. Stick you on the table with a plastic cup. Say grace. Y'all just rookies. Now my competition, you skip or play hooky. Ain't nobody here that can tear the track up, and I ain't done rapping, so shut. Keep it simple every time I flow. If you step to me, y'all shall throw blows. Raise up, black guys break nose. I ain't about talking, I lay him down slow. If I show, y'all know. Misdemeanor got him by the neck, hit him low. Ice cold, heart like 0 below. If you wanna battle me, the player say so. Let me tell you what I'm all about. About spitting hot rhymes on out. Yeah, Pharrell did the beat, oh yes. And the way he put it down and make it sound so fresh. I be the best, don't second guess. When it comes to other rappers, boy, get text. When I say I'm tight as white beaters, Missy about to teach you how to follow the leader. Hit the club in the Bluetooth seater. Looking like I'm finna get out with my high heel pumps. Cause I know what guys want. Missy be the name and y'all should already know. Missy be the name and y'all should already know.